Welcome back. Let's talk about facility management because it's become a very thorny issue. Remember the expose we brought you from the Independence Square, the Asylum Down Bridge, and many others across the country, how things are fast deteriorating. I've been joined this morning by Collins Osayawem. He is a certified facility manager and a fellow of the International Facility Management Association. Chief, welcome. Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm good.
And also the Greater Accra chapter president, Samson Opare Ajman. Welcome, Chief.
Thank you.
How are you gentlemen doing this morning? Out of which that Daniel puts up, or Coco puts up a bit of that documentary so you get to see it. Yeah. But what's the general view, your general view of facility management in Ghana? Are we winning? Are we losing?
We are losing very badly because it's actually absent, next to absent in Ghana. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're not doing facilities management at all. And like the conversation we had in before coming in here, it's not about lack of maintenance or the culture of maintenance which is lacking, yeah. Mm-hmm. But more importantly, it's lack of skilled men, it's skilled power and the knowledge and education in facilities management in Ghana. You cannot mention of any institution running facilities management in our institution.
But why not so?
Yes, that's the question. That's why we are here as an association trying to push it and bring it to the limelight. That this is key and we must do it.
Internationally, let me come to you, Collins. Internationally, what is best practice? Can a country run like Ghana without certified facility managers for facilities that we invest so much money into?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, back in Africa, what I've noticed is that the government do not recognize facility management as a profession. Facility management is a profession,
right,
and it has to be given its rightful place to perform its role within the organization. Because whether we like it or not, facility management has a lot to contribute to the growth and development of any society and any business. We consider facility management as a business enabler. It helps you to achieve your core objectives. And when you don't pay attention to your facility, you are only mining your resources. Because at the end of the day, you are producing less than what you expect. And globally, those countries that have embraced the concept of facility management has so much advantage, and they are able to have sustainable development. If you go to Europe, America, you see buildings that were constructed 200 years ago, still looking as if they were commissioned 2 days ago.
Right.
And the real reason behind this is because they have skilled personnel that have been trained, currently updating their knowledge in managing facilities, and we see the results. And back in Africa, you spend a lot of fortune putting up infrastructure,
right,
and shortly after commissioning, you see them falling into the state of obsolescence.
That
narrative needs to change.
At what point, Samson, at what point must we have the facility managers brought on board? Is it as a conceptualization stage? Is it at the time when the facility is done and dusted, or when it starts deteriorating? Look at the Independence Square, for example, and the pictures are showing you on screen. It's breaking away, and so sad. At what point is the facility manager needed?
You mentioned it rightly. I mean, right from the conceptual phase, you need the facilities management to give its input. You know, facilities management is involved more with the end users of any project and the built environment. And therefore, they are the people, the skilled men, the professionals who are more trained to inform the architects, the civil engineers, to consider certain things right from the inception, right from the design stage before handover. But we take full control after the building has been commissioned.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let me add a little bit to that. You see, when you have completed your building, you've only spent 15% or less at the what we call life cycle cost.
Okay.
So, and unfortunately, when a building is completed, we think we are done and dusted. Everybody goes to sleep. But however, the operating costs and maintenance cost, which is 85% of the life cycle cost, is not considered. And that is one of the big reasons why we don't manage our facilities in Africa.
What are the dangers? For example, the Independence Square will host 30,000, maybe more, come 1st May, which is Workers' Day. The president will be there, other key personalities will be there. And this is the bad shape in which it is. What's the danger? Tell me, Collins.
Well, first of all, people don't go to facilities and expect to be injured or hurt. You know, when you don't take care of your facility, you're exposing the users to danger. And most of the time, the reason why you keep your facility in top shape is to ensure that the user's experience is notable.
Right.
But when you don't manage your facility, the people come in there and they are less satisfied. And one of the big problem we also want to try to stem is the fact that now the president is coming, they are going to do everything they can to start renovating the place.
They're actually painting the cracks.
Yes, they will
painting.
spend what you don't do on a routine basis, what would have cost you maybe $1 at the point when it was due for upgrade or maintenance. If you don't do it there, you spend 8 times more. So the resource we don't even have, you have to spend it to fix what you would have done on the scheduled time.
Let me give you the shocker. On the 6th of March this year,
Yes.
not so long ago, the president sat in this one.
Wow.
The president, along with all the guests, the Nigerian president who was here,
Wow.
everybody else, they sat in this
in
one,
there.
this
Wow.
crack.
Wow.
So that's it. But tell me, Samson, so what kind of engagement are we having with government, those in authority? Are we talking to them? Are we alerting them that we have a problem?
That is what IFMA Greater Accra chapter started doing. We gradually doing it, and we are very grateful for you to invite us this morning. And it's part of the awareness creation and bringing facilities management to the limelight and show the importance of it.
Right.
You see, what we do in Ghana is repairs
Okay.
and not maintenance.
Oh, how different is that? Tell me.
Very different, very different. Maintenance is a program, okay? It's a well-designed program to manage facility to keep to its functionality.
Okay.
What is repair? Repair is, like you are saying, they are painting. They are putting mortar to, cover up the exposed iron
Cracks.
rods and what have you.
Right.
That is repairs.
So we're doing it wrong.
Yes.
Very wrong.
All this while.
Yes.
State protocol, PWD, we're all getting it wrong.
Exactly.
Okay.
But why didn't anybody realize that we're getting it wrong? I'm shocked.
You know, in Africa, what we see, we have 4 or 5 types of maintenance. We have what we call the corrective maintenance, we have the preventive maintenance, and run to failure, and different other types. But what we are used to in this part of the world is corrective maintenance or breakdown maintenance.
Okay.
You don't fix it until it breaks down.
Then we start fixing it.
We have a generator running right now to ensure that there's adequate power in the building. The manufacturer specifies that when it is 200-hour run, you shut it down and do the servicing, even though it's still working, it's still performing the function. But the manufacturer says after 200 hours, take the lubricating oil out and some other serviceable parts. Take them out and replace them with new ones. Now, these are called routine maintenance, scheduled maintenance, because you don't wait until the property or the equipment fails before you fix it. But in this part of the world, the only time we go fix the generator is you run it to the extent that until when you want to turn it on at the next occasion, you discover that it's not working.
Is it an African thing?
Well, it's as a result of lack of knowledge. I call it lack of knowledge, lack of understanding. Because if you don't know it, there is no way you can do it. That is why we are promoting education and training. Because what you don't know, you cannot give it out.
Education on whose part? That the universities will have programs or that what are you talking about?
Facility management involves every aspect. First of all, when you woke up this morning, you went to the bathroom, you took your bath. Assuming you get to your bathroom and there was no water to take your bath, there is no way you can get to the office on time.
Right.
So we as individuals have to understand, like you are not a doctor, but you have some basic understanding of how to take care of your body.
Right.
Okay? But on the broader terms, we need to recognize that every organization needs facility managers.
Everybody. Is it
organization.
expensive, something, which is why perhaps we have not paid attention to? Is it expensive to have a facility manager that if nothing is breaking down and you are getting a salary? Maybe they are thinking that way. Is it expensive?
Exactly, they are thinking that way. And also because they think facilities managers spend and they don't bring value to or money back to the institution. But
Is that the case?
That is not the case. That is the opposite. Because facilities management actually add value to the core activities of any business. So, like we rightly said, we are sitting here right now. If the air conditions are not working, you are not comfortable, you cannot work. If the generator goes off right now, you cannot work.
Right.
You understand it? It's affecting your value. But because we don't see it in cash, we think we are just spending money and we are not getting it back. But we are actually adding value.
Next stage, where do we go from here? Go over this. Where do we go from here as a country? You have seen the pictures, Independence Square, Salem Down Bridge, so many others that are rotting away, the Kaneshie Footbridge, for example. Where do we go from here?
I mean, that's what we are doing in our own small way. But then in the broader picture, we are, encouraging government to institute, regulations and legislations for every institution, especially the ministries, to have, facilities management department and ensure that they work. And ensure that they work. But first and foremost, they must be trained to have the knowledge of facilities management to be able to deliver. Because you can put, a civil engineer there doing that, but he doesn't have the full-blown knowledge, to implement facility management strategies. Yeah. So that is what we are talking about. So training and education.
Training and education. Yeah. I understand you're meeting, the international community is meeting in Ghana. Tell me quickly about it and let's wrap up.
Yeah, we had a symposium yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, at the Ghana Arts and Sciences. It was very successful. And from today, Collins is here. Collins is a fellow of International Facility, exactly, certified, facilities manager, and he's going to take us through essentials of facilities management. We invited some corporate institutions, facilities managers, and they are taking part. He's taking off this morning.
I thank you. I thank you very much indeed, Collins. I'm grateful for your time, man. I wish you all the best in Ghana.
Thank you.
So I've been speaking to two gentlemen. Collins Osayem is a certified facility manager, a fellow of the International Facility Management Association, and also Samson Opariajiman. He is the president of the Greater Accra chapter of that particular organization.